Hey there, LEGO fans, and welcome back. Alex here. We're walking down to the basement to show you a new sort of display for my Formula One cars here. As you come down, this is the first thing you see now. I've got these three cars mounted on the wall. These used to be in my office, but as you guys know, a lot of Star Wars UCS models are taking over that space, so this is where I elected to move them. Now, you will notice in the background, you'll see the lighting is very, very different in here. In the LEGO city itself, now there's some natural light, but more importantly, these can lights and the LEDs I've installed, these are all 5000K, so it's more of a white light or daylight, they call it. In here, it's more of this yellowed light here, which is, I think, 2700K, but that's okay. They still look pretty good. But I did want to show you how these are mounted. Now, each of these cars only has one screw holding it into the wall, and it's not even in a stud, if you can believe that. But let's go ahead and take the Williams off here. I'm going to go ahead and lift straight up. Ooh, there we go. And there it is. It does have a wall anchor, and it has, I think, probably about a 2-inch screw is all I have there. And you'll have that black Technic noodle there and this element there at the end that actually allows for a Technic axle to go into it, and that's actually what's connecting it to the frame of the car. So underneath the car here, you'll have there's so many areas you can actually stick this into, but you want it to be relatively in the middle of the car. Find that center of balance or gravity of the vehicle right here. This is the best place to put the axle. So that's actually what sticks into that element there and does a pretty good job of balancing out the car. I would imagine this technique would work out for these types of vehicles. These are much heavier cars than those Formula One cars, especially the Bugatti. I think if I did this weight of a car, I would probably put 2 screws in. But just for fun, let's test out the Porsche and see if it would actually hang on the wall using this technique. So it worked just fine, and it's hanging on that hook just no problem at all. There's a couple things about it that I would change, and the one thing is that you'll notice that it pushes out from the wall a little bit too much, so you do have like this lean outward. So I would definitely make it it's interesting. This Technic car is lower to the ground than the Formula One cars are, at least where it hooks in to that Technic element underneath it. You'll also notice that it's not exactly centered with the wall, so you'd want to have the screw over a little bit more. Always need to know where your screw is going in so that the car looks even, because the screw that's holding in the top 2 cars and the Ferrari's screw is actually 1 inch closer to this side of the wall because of where that Technic element is grabbing it. So, but anyway, it's kind of nice to see this. In fact, as I see the Porsche here, I'm very tempted to get the other 2 vehicles and mount them to the wall somewhere else, because I kind of like how this is being displayed. But I don't know, I think I might just wait till I get another car in the collection and there's no room to put them. Yeah, it's nice to know that this works. The Bugatti, though, I think, man, that's really heavy. I would definitely recommend getting 2 hooks for that one, because if you do one, I think that would rip the anchor right out of the wall. Unless, of course, you can get it into a stud. I think you'd be okay there, as long as you can find that good center of gravity. But anyway, it's kind of fun to test it out with the Porsche as well. Just in case you're curious as to where the center of gravity is on the Porsche, I found it pretty good right here. There's an empty slot right here to put that element in right next to this white piece, and that worked pretty well as far as balancing the car. Got them all back on the wall right now, and they can resume gathering dust. When I moved them down here, there was a lot of dust on these things, and I did my best to get them out, to dust them off. But man, the dust, when they're displayed on an angle like this, the dust just infiltrates all these side pods, all the nooks and crannies. It's just terrible, but it's just one of those things you get to deal with. But let me know what you guys think of this display method, and if you guys have any unique ways of displaying your larger vehicles, I'd like to know. And I'm actually really tempted to, since I saw the Porsche in that spot, of doing that with those vehicles on the other side of my basement. It's just kind of a good space saver. We'll see how it goes, because I think they're going to keep coming out with those. Unfortunately, I think they're done with these things. These things had a short run. I think the Silver Champion came out in 2000. The Williams F1 Racer was in 2002. Man, I'm trying to remember. And then the Ferrari was, I think, 2004, maybe 2005, if I remember correctly. And nothing since then. And these things are great. They're great vehicles. I would love to see them come out, whether they're licensed by an F1 team or not. They're great. As you can see, I got some space to add some more. It would be awesome. But sadly, I think this is all we're going to get. All right, guys. Well, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed that quick video. And until next time, you guys take care. We'll see you. Bye-bye.